Is anyone in the audience Catholic?
I used to be.
Okay, you're gonna love this.
Halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah.
We're half Catholic.
Give me 3 steps.
Oh shit.
This is called Something About Flamingos. A thought into being, an odd thing to have. Experimental expressions dictate each line. Somber ingestion wishes to make history. Ready appendages draw inappropriate suggestions. The earth divides through a pocket and screams. Another plastic cup is stacked. This will be the 3rd. I wait for the tea bag to dry without remembering. I will wait for smoke to rise without remembering. I will drink the sun and watch it drip from your hand. The earth's core flinched and it became the sky. The helicopter blades that were, yes, my eyes, were not a thing that the sun was able to witness. There's a fingertip full of glass at the top of the 3rd mountain. There's a microphone through my heart, communicating 7th Street spasms. But these things sing rather than seem. My lips, a uniform of butterflies. Tongue hesitating, understanding, fractal. There's subtext in your nervousness. My amusement, though, is contagious. And we are not cockroaches, not again. We sway adjacently to the Smiths, rubbers on a smooth lead dance floor. Confetti where letters could have been. Parched falsettos catching the light. So we cling to the excess and laugh, acquiring a stack of inexact frames. They mowed Burroughs' images to dust. The tires screeched grass in 2-hour lungs. Our areolae became first springs, then trip hazards. Silken stockings, a trampoline outside our bedroom window. Do they think such portals to be a mask, with eyes too fickle to conceptualize a glimpse? Throbbing, strobing, projections, perceptions? Please comment on my concentration pace before these imaginary lapses encapsulate the difference between a millipede taking or climbing 1,000 steps. I feel a rough draft along my square route, and I'm careful about squeezing leaves along with apologies because I just figured something inside could be someone like me. Leaves numbered in a matter of months, hands folded in equestrian camaraderies. Let's shack off together. To college, catching branches of individuation, trusting our steeds to circle round in glee. Let the pats waiting to greet our backs be challenged by obscene, slippery acrobatics. Skipping our beat to literary uncertainty. is the hand that touches the line early, late. I cannot rightly, unequivocally say, but 8 a.m. is polishing the neighbor's shelves. Ain't too many political flames I can spell. Lady London engorged and sordid words all evening. She wrapped 7 sheaves around my foreskin. The exclamations disquieted the police. A fragment of time scrapes his fingers against what palaces think of the latest park bench. Kings of the 5th dimension saying, "Oh please." They waited long and hard for him to ride this wave. They've not been lost or amused, as I can tell, by his fat, unnecessarily ornate beaver tail. My stomach believed in the first of the turns. Gradual ferns drip slaves that eagerly squeeze and weave through a sort of cosmic refraction. And this is where I first thought I'd lost them. But my erroneous absurdity is hardly a secret. So if I manage a ninja skill or two somehow, just ask around. He's off with his earplug in the distance, making ridiculous sounds. Metaphysicians gathering things that cling to the tufts and boxes that sprout from my floor. Children, the Knights of Kensington, trickle down, manifested casually from the great thread, to inquire with untested adoration, requesting to strum some unstrung strings. They percuss, undaunted, selflessly playing a free concert to a distracted renaissance. All spectators of the potential that's not reality. I see them patting the zombies on the head, the ones I've seen wandering the thriving city. I channel this vision in humility of their innocence as I consider playing fractured designs for change, psychic fissures, stretching my inner movements. Calisthenics, primordial or practical, either way, I've dripped a dollop of sweat on my writer's block. This bongo shell that it seems never left my hip. All public declarations, all self-deprecations, all these fish-eyed lens crazy observations, these acuities that gulp down the definition of me, squeezing my proclivities into an unubiquitous you. They whisper things into the recesses of my core, as morning dreams do into our enthusiastic truth. I smell bacon. His acid of doubt is unmistakably alive. As your fingers pinch lemon juice into keyholes, I notice all doors are open before my hand can stir. And you drool over my wrists like they're popsicles. Epically sinuous, unfathomable thoughts awaken me. Karmic staunch, lunch, an electric, close crunch, brushing off mythical beasts from the tablecloth. It's ones and zeros, some pink, some just faded. A flock of frisbees flying over Williams' home turf. I'm torn between responsibility and taking the piss. And who am I to say this, but I believe that I will. Men have died and worse for describing the sky, so I aim lower, perhaps at a funny-looking hat. And this is perhaps how I've been chosen, to guard the feet of those who walk the earth. One leg, one step, one flick of the wrist at a time. Inspired by the guy that knocked off the Pope's hat. And I don't care if you're Catholic, that's funny.